My heart floods into my eyes and ears as I run to the garage to find Cress. Maybe there's still time, too. Deaf and blind, I skid through the door to find her hunched over a table, staring at a radio all gone to static. Cress, I just heard from Tiana. It's Eli.
I know.
She's unfocused, agitated, uneasy. Dust meanders in and out of the void between us. What does she mean? Why is she just standing there?
I have another job for you. Pays well. More than anything you've taken since your uncle died. Do it, and I consider us even. For all of it.
Cress?
It's my sponsor. And me. We need you to go back into White Street.
Look, Cress. I can't stay in the dark about this any longer. I risked my neck over that prison break. I did that for you, not some anonymous backseat driver with cash to blow.
Quit pushing it. When everything is over, I'll tell you what you want to know.
Why all the secrecy? This guy threatening you?
No, it's not like that. You'll understand when you meet him. You can shake the answers out of him then. He's a good man, but right now, people need our help.
She's right. If I'm taking this job, we're on a tight deadline. But I can't stop that uneasy itch from spreading over my whole body. Cress, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Where's the pickup location? If they're too deep in White Street, it'll be near impossible getting to them.
In the civilian district, there's an old theater. From before Eli banned screenings that weren't propaganda reels.
I map it out in my head. Sounded doable at least. Less impossible than the other parts of White Street during a purge. Low priority area, less security, lots of routes in and out. Who are these people? And why are they on Eli's hit list?
They're disloyal. Aethenias and others. White Street nobodies. They'd be under notice if Eli wasn't cleaning house. His new weapons? Finally ready for war. So he's removing any chance of a two-front fight.
If they're high on his list, he might be sending more firepower than I can handle.
I'm not asking you to take on an army. Just to pick up and run as fast as you can.
Okay, Cress. We'll get them out.
Come on. We need to be there yesterday. Make sure everything's ready to go. We can't afford to detour. Hey there. See ya.
Yes? Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Miss.
Smoke rises in the distance.
The Western is over there.
We need to be careful. Stay close.
No. Not again.
Everything is still. A picture of devastation. The smoke, the bodies, the amber light casting shadows on shades of gray. Nellie, stay here. I'm going to check if anyone's still alive. Cress? She's already moving, wordlessly racing from body to body, as though there was still time to do anything. I had expected a smell, something burnt or tinged, but instead, nothing. Just floating dust and ash dancing. Enough lead was poured into the building to cast a solid mold of the place. This was personal, or the fervor of a madman. This place knew laughter once. The tall man is dead, or perhaps it isn't a man at all. I can't make out more than tattered overalls and a color that will forever ruin summer sunsets. This city has a saying. We all gotta take the final ferry trip someday. I can't give them much, but maybe I can pay their last fare. I flip his fare. Wherever he is, I hope it's somewhere he's whole again. I lean too close, and the small woman raises a hand to touch mine. It's gentle and weak, her cold, soft skin conveying too much in a language I could not understand before falling to the ground, speechless. I gently flip her coin, leaving it in her cooling palm. A young boy, no more than 16, his eyes pale and white. He stares up unendingly into an iron sky. I flip his coin high, following the arc of his final gaze. Movement from the epicenter of destruction. My heart squeezes out of every fingertip. I catch my breath and reach for my piece when a voice pierces the quiet.
You... I remember you.
Shuffled steps echo in a lonely, offbeat march. But it's the breathing, thin and slow, like a whisper carried by the breeze, that tells me she's already dead.
You came.
Her solemn advance is halted by a short wobble and the start of an inevitable fall. Cress's arms catch her before she hits ground.
Maria! Maria! What happened here? Where is...
Eli. He wanted the underground.
No! This wasn't supposed to happen.
You have to stop him.
Cress moves to say something in return. Anything at all. To speak some final words with her friend. Maria doesn't notice. She's become a recording, determined to play back her message one last time.
He's going to...
She panics as urgency spills out the few heartbeats she has left. Cress pulls the body into her arms.
Alex, is he...
I look at the body that was once a tall man with blue overalls. There's barely enough to call it a person. But deep down, I know whose pale eyes died reaching for the sky.
Alex?
I don't know, Maria. I don't...
Cress gives her the only warmth she can. A place to rest her head, and a pair of arms to hold her.
And the baby?
I am heavy. I am the trembling iron ground. I am a warm corpse with no words of comfort.
Baby's all right.
Her final comfort given, Cress closes Maria's eyes and puts her to rest with her husband and friends.
I'm gonna kill him.
Cress, look, I get it. But first, we need to get out of here. We'll come up with a plan later.
I got a plan. It involves taking the bastard out before he kills any more of us.
You're not thinking straight. There's an army between you and him. Eli's got a cannon that can take out a crowd in a single shot. Even if you get to him, how are you getting out?
Let me worry about that. You wanna walk? Fine. The job's over. But I wasn't doing this for money. So unless you're helping, get out of the way.
I could argue all I want. Tell her I was looking out for her. Try to stop her. It wouldn't change a thing. Just make me a hypocrite. I watch her drive off, not knowing if I'd ever see her again. One last fare. I hope you all find each other on the other side. Empty-handed, smoke fading, I start back towards the car and Nellie. I'm still among the wreckage when the air comes alive. White Street engines growl from every angle.
Gia!
I brake for the car, but their headlights rush me, fencing me in. A harsh beam splits the path between me and Nellie. No time to get to the car. Not without us both getting caught.
Nellie, get out of here!
But Gia!
Drive!
The kid's fighting fresh tears, but she's smart. She takes the wheel. The car lurches down the street like a wounded animal while I throw the Whitecaps a sacrificial lamb. As they pull up, I step into the spotlight.
Well, you showed up after all. A little disappointed, if I'm being honest. I thought the boss behind these traitors would be tougher.
Look, fellas, I don't know who you think I am, but
Save it for the General. He's been wanting to speak to you for a long time. And don't worry about those friends of yours. They'll be joining you soon.
I'm bound and thrown headfirst into the back of a dark lockbox. Muffled voices drift in through rusted steel.
I thought we were looking for a rat. She don't have vermin eyes.
Don't be stupid. Who puts rats in charge?
The Overlook sits under the crushing shadow of Eli's citadel, surveying the civilian district. Several guards, the general, and a sterile white place setting of fine china and silver contrast the gloom.
On your knees.
If I can just get free of these ropes, I could lose the soldiers down there. If the films about it were true, the Citadel has enough supplies to last a siege 100 years. A silent jury eagerly waits for judgment to come. The unfeeling steel pulls all the warmth from my body through my... One look at me and the General's teacup comes down with a decisive clink.
The spirited lieutenant from the gala. Of course. You were foolish to show yourself, but I respect a leader who commands from the front.
Yeah, I was at your gala. Someone paid me to sneak in, but it's got nothing to do with any rebellion.
You seem to believe confessing to a lesser crime will spare you. You're wrong.
Look, General, you looking for a rebel leader? You got the wrong woman. I mean, look at me. The General holds up his gloved hand, gently, commanding silence while pulling me into its gravity. His eyes analyze me sharply before turning to look across the civilian district.
It was many years ago now. I'd watch as my fellow comrades refused to amputate their diseased limbs. It was too much for them. Too terrible to consider losing an arm or leg, thinking it would all get better on its own. I thought those men cowards. I loved them, but thought them short-sighted. But now, I must admit, compassion for them. Understanding.
He turns back to me and lowers his cup, a small clink accenting his words.
I see now that I am guilty of that same cowardice. Every time I removed insurrection, disease from my barony, I feared cutting too far. I hoped you all would see. But today, I make things right.
By burning down theaters?
By burning away all traces of infection that you spread. You've seen the destruction around Santa Anita. Another mistake from cowardice. I attempted peace once. I will not make the same mistake twice. You made clowns out of my intelligence officers stationed at the scrapyard. You disrupted our supply line and threw priceless cargo to a pack of thugs. You and your accomplice sabotaged a night meant to honor good men and women. You even brought a Heights assassin to bear. And while the symptoms of the infection that can be alleviated, traitors can be executed, additional weapons can be manufactured, assassins can be imprisoned. But this little insurrection of yours has proven difficult to cure. Until now.
That's a hell of a list. What makes you so sure I did it?
You made an impression on one of my intelligence officers, Officer Randall Pitt. He suspected something amiss with you and your sister. Upon further investigation, he found irrefutable proof of your illicit dealings. At every one of these incidents, A woman matching your description was at its center.
I don't know any assassin. If you're counting my crimes, at least attribute them correctly.
You would disown your comrade so quickly?
Look, I don't have the slightest idea what you're talking about. He slams his fist on the table, snarling and puffing out his chest.
He killed 30 of my men during the arrest. 30. He will rot inside a metal box until I send him wrapped in iron back to old New York.
My mouth dries up faster than a snake stuck in the high noon Egyptian sun. A bullet to the back of the head is suddenly a rosy idea next to the risk of a coffin drop. Eli's put together a damning rap sheet. If I want any chance of avoiding the firing squad, I need to break his case fast. Who let an assassin run rampant? Who let a shipment of weapons vanish under their watch? Who let a forged invite and a counterfeit uniform through the front door? Your intelligence officers almost arrested your quartermaster on trumped-up charges. If things had gone down different, you would have executed an old comrade over nothing. A slight tremble causes ripples to flitter across the surface of the General's tea. If your mind's made up, why am I still breathing? You need something, or your men would have shot me on the street.
You asked who deserves blame for my barony's problems. You think I don't know who let the disease in? That I don't know that this starts with me? I've made decisions that have cost me old comrades, friends, the hearts of the people, a chance to live in harmony with... They were decisions I made for the sake of our survival. But perhaps you can help me make things right.
What do you need me for? He pulls out a leather notebook. The last time I saw, it was in the hands of Tobias Dufresne.
My men took this from your assassin. I'm told it suggests how to manipulate the well. Answer me. What are these? The musings of a lunatic. Schemes for a new weapon.
A frigid shiver attacks my flesh from neck to ankle. The answer is a long shot, but it's the only card I have left. All right, that's research from the heights. The well's expanding. It's growing fast and it's going to get bad. According to those heights scientists, the well's going to take down the whole lowers. Someone's working on a fix, but they need that device.
An unlikely story. But I have no choice but to believe it.
If you've read the journal, you know what kind of risky situation we're in.
You think we don't know the risks? We didn't need some book to tell us. White Street is familiar with Aether's side effects. Headaches, mania, sickness. We discovered as the well grew, the strength of the wasting did also. To combat it, I made us strong again. Once we had united the lowers, we would have led the search for a cure together. But now, a cure has come to us.
Yeah, but it's all fantasy unless you know how to use it. Give me the book. You'll never hear from me again, and I'll throw in fixing the well for free.
You misunderstand. I believe you, but I cannot let you live. You have killed my men, sowed discord at every corner of this barony. No, you cannot live. You are the disease.
He turns to the civilian district, chest out, welcoming a crisp breeze. His guards snap to attention in anticipation for some unknown cruelty.
And I can no longer suffer the limb that gives the disease shelter.
Like a conductor masterfully controlling his orchestra, the general raises his hand. In the distance, blazes begin to erupt all across the civilian district, like fireflies dancing on a mass grave.
With this, White Street will no longer be impeded. We will reclaim all that was once ours and save the lowers. Unfortunately, you will not live to see such a world. But you will have a swift death.
He snaps his fingers, and by speechless command, his guards move forward. I feel a barrel press against the back of my head. My mind races. I look for another way out. My options aren't good. Hands tied, outnumbered, outdrawn. I tell myself to keep looking for something. Anything. The gun cocks. The fires and the screams and the crumbling buildings feel muted, making way for the bang that never comes. Hissing shrieks fill the air. Every pipe on the roof bursts, flooding the veranda and crashing into White Street's discipline like a wave through a sandcastle.
What's happening?
Get to the general!
Idiots! Back into position, now!
While everyone's scrambling to order, no one hears the scrape of a grate or the emergence of a glowing-eyed specter. In that moment, Cress Carter is every Aether rat horror story. Vengeful, silent, murderous, the harbinger of a brutal ending. Then those pale eyes see me, and the mask splits. I see a Cress on the cusp of her revenge, and a Cress realizing how badly I need her help. She only has time to be won. My soul curls in on itself. Deep down, I know that Cress deserves her revenge as much as I did. I nod towards Eli, head as heavy as a gavel. Instead, she pulls me from the soldiers.
Brace yourself.
Shouts and a shot chase us through the thinning steam to the open grating and into darkness. I nearly bite through my lip fighting a scream when we hit hard tunnel flooring, but I hold it long enough for Cress to slide the grating back. The ropes are barely off before those glowing pale eyes round on me.
Damn it, Gia! I had him! I was close! I had him! What the hell happened? I leave you alone for 5 minutes, and your damn client's throttling your car and screaming about how you've been arrested. If she hadn't drove full speed in the wrong direction, she would have run into a full squad of whitecaps instead of me. What in the hell are you?
They jumped me at the pickup after you left. They were looking for some rebel group. Cress, you're not the leader they're looking for, are you?
No, I'm...
Our time's cut short by a mob of boots pounding the tunnel walls. We gotta move. Where's Nellie?
keeping the car warm. Be ready to take over. Driving really isn't something you should ever let her do again.
I'd seen how many soldiers Eli had. I'd seen how set he was on my execution. Ready or not, we weren't getting out of White Street without a fight.
Damn fool. I would have given you a kinder end, but you forced my hand. To save White Street, I must forsake leniency.
You don't know a damn thing about leniency.
Another Aether rat. If you give up your co-conspirators, I'll spare Samuel Lowe from questioning.
I'll kill you first.
Going soft, General?
Damn, tyrant.
Today I make things right. Today your insurrection ends. For a better, peaceful tomorrow. For White Street. For all of New York!
that cannon any longer. He'll...
Better him than us.
You fought your last battle, old man.
No! He removed the power limiter!
What's that mean?
It's releasing an astronomical amount of energy and overheating the engine. He's hurting himself every time he uses that cannon.
Then all we gotta do is outlast him.
I've had worse.
This can't be! I have a destiny! White Street has a destiny!
Half the car is gone, vaporized into nothing. What remains of the weapon, the journal of research, and the blood-stained tyrant lies unrecognizable, twisted within a tangle of aether and iron.
He deserved worse.
I know, but we can't stick around. We gotta get out of White Street. A barren seat going empty never ends with peace. Eli's death is going to set the lowers on fire. There's no ticker tape or cheering crowd waiting for us back at the hole. Only quiet shadows and an escape from a corner of the world turned upside down. Cress slips away, leaving me and Nellie under a cloud of uncertainty.
Oh, Chia, I'm so glad you're alive. I didn't want you to die.
The kid is barely out of the car before her arms are around my neck and she buries her head in my coat. A somber mumble creeps out from under the silent tears and rough leather.
If Eli is no longer in charge, what happens to White Street? I know elections aren't common down here, but surely there must be some kind of succession plan.
I gently disengage from the kid. Nothing pleasant. Lowers barons usually stay in charge until they're bumped off. Only a few stick around long enough to think about passing it on. Fewer actually do. The general had a chain of command, but no official successor. Knowing White Street, their leadership will fight it out, if the other baronies don't move in on them first.
But they don't... The war won't keep going, will it?
White Street's been fighting ever since Eli created it. Even if there's soldiers who want out, doubt the big guys on top would allow a ceasefire.
Oh.
Can't stop them all, kid. Just remember, they might be fighting each other, but they don't have Eli's weapon anymore. It's not much consolation, but it's enough to stoke a dying spark into a hopeful little flame.
That's right. I checked the weapon myself. Its core components were damaged beyond repair, so the chances of anyone using it again should be impossible. More importantly, it made me realize something. All my calculations about the well, I think they've been off.
You missed something.
No! Maybe. I hadn't considered red Aether. It was banned. And it's terribly inefficient. So much of the energy just spilling out. But if I adjust my numbers to match that cannon...
The gears are already back to work, filling Nellie's head with something other than a blown-out theater, dead friends, and smoldering islands. I hear a clatter from the garage, and wonder if Cress is trying to do the same. I should check on her. I find Cress back under her junker. She usually handles it with a steady hand and a rhythmic bang of tools. Right now, the wrench moves a step too quick, jerking the car into the occasional convulsing shake.
Buzz off, Gia. I'm busy.
Sure you should be working right now?
What else should I be doing? Having a drink? So what if Eli's dead? I can't celebrate. I messed up, and people are dead.
You didn't pull the trigger. You didn't kill those people.
I got them involved. I made them a target. I never should have let them help with the escape. You and Iron Hand talked about being less reckless around Barons. Maybe if I'd listened, they'd still be here. Them and the baby.
Cress, I know what you're thinking, but you can't go there.
That's the problem. I wasn't thinking. I should have grabbed them sooner. Asked Iron Hand for help. I should have left you out of it. They were gonna shoot you, and it would have been my fault. I dragged you into this whole mess.
She fights with something deep under the car. I eye the lift for the rusted junker nervously as it gives a warning groan. It echoes in the garage like a crack before an avalanche. I grab a spare creeper and roll under the car beside Cress. Her eyes remain fixed to some rusty bolt, but as the creaking of the jack becomes distant, her shoulders loosen.
Hand me that wrench. The one to your left. The bolts, too.
I grab her what she needs, and she continues to work, seemingly on nothing.
I never told you how I got out of my contract.
You threatened to break my jaw for asking too many personal questions when we first met, remember? A snort. The first crack of joy on a bleak day, before silence swallowed it back up. She pauses and rolls out from under the car. I follow. Without the massive weight above us, we breathe in unison. I motion towards the corner where some old crates just need a quick rearrangement for an improvised chair. She falls onto her seat, as if an invisible hand were shoving her downward.
Two Barons were fighting. No relation to White Street. Just another pair of tyrants playing tug-of-war over our island. They fought for a whole year. Banners and contract terms changed every few months. Nothing new, until those bastards decided to hit the generators. Topsiders ran, we stayed. Our contracts don't give us a choice. And the Terriers locked the doors. Who cares if rats die or get hurt, as long as the rest of you keep flying?
She runs a thumb along the curve of her metal wrist, eyes distant.
When an island begins to fall, it starts with a terrible metal screaming. You can't yell. You can't hear yourself. Then the generators fail, and everything is quiet. It's a terrible quiet. Worse than the screaming.
You're not useless, Cress. The whole island was falling. What could you do?
The whole island was falling because it was my station. It was me, what I couldn't do. After that, every shift changed. Every missed quota, every job I couldn't finish. The looks I got because I was half a person. I was dead weight. They were just too nice to say it.
No warring barony should have left their generators unguarded. Even the Hull goes out of its way to protect theirs.
They did, but no defense is perfect. Like at the tomb. Be stubborn enough and everything's got a weak spot. Ours was several layers of iron getting blasted over and over until something gave.
But the generator turned back on.
I tried everything.
She shrugs her shoulder and holds up her metal arm in the dim light.
Finally, it started working again.
And that got you out of your contract.
No, that was my parents. I had 40 years left, plus another 10 for letting the generators fail. My parents didn't want me dying like that. Stuck in some iron coffin as it fell to the ground. Iron Hand found a loophole in my contract. With us changing hands so often during the war, someone that got sloppy. Left in something that would allow me to transfer my years to family.
And that's how you landed in the hole in the underground.
Eventually, the hole needed a mechanic. Didn't matter what color the eyes were. The underground came later, and they didn't care either. They just wanted people willing to fight to change the world. But I messed that up too. I couldn't help Alex and Maria, or anyone else in the theater. So yeah, I can't fix a damn thing.
So what, you planning on staying down here forever?
Got any better ideas?
Start by accepting you're not a comic hero. Even Cloud Captain would have put the cape up if he'd been through half of what you have.
So you're saying to give up?
What I'm saying is you can't stop everything, Cress. Eli, the theater, a crumbling island, a war, none of that's on you.
I'll think about it, maybe. But anyway, I'm not what you should be most worried about. You killed a Baron today.
I didn't do anything. Eli blew himself up.
That's not what people saw. You took him on, and then he blew up. People aren't gonna look any further than that.
Her words hit the mark. I could shoot up goons all day and it wouldn't scare off a single good job. But someone who mattered? Killing Valentine had turned me from reliable to bloodthirsty killer. Killing a Baron would make me a rabid dog in need of being put down. I pulled myself up after Valentine. I'll figure something out.
You need more than that.
Yeah? I'm dry on favors, and Mr. Blanc doesn't work with liabilities.
Just meet me at the lighthouse. I might have something for you.
Back so soon.
I found some things that are more unique. Mind taking a look?
And pray tell, what diamonds in the rough have you found, Mishichu?
And what can you offer me?
This is something I can move with ease.
What can you offer me?
I suppose this could be considered unique.
What can you offer me?
This is something I can move with ease.
That's all.
Take your time, but do not linger.
How's business?
Well, the market is a volatile thing. I find comfort in focusing on the details. But if I'm honest, sometimes I feel more like a grocer than a fence.
Come on, Tiana. Give me something juicy. Didn't I hear somewhere you used to work for Mar Magdalene over in Dreamland? Tiana's face takes a new shade of overcast, and her hand twitches, her elegant fountain pen scratching an ugly black gouge across her ledger. I've clearly touched a nerve.
What is the expression? Once upon a time? I was just a girl, and she took care of me when nobody else would.
Yeah, I get it. Mentors can be tough. I wonder if I'll get to meet the old lady sometime.
I am sure you will. And when you do, just remember, she may have been my tetka, but even I knew she was no kindly old grandmother.
Right. I'll remember that. Were you born here in the city?
No. I am a daughter of Zagreb. My parents are of old Illyria. They brought me to New York to be a princess in the new kingdom of Croatia. It is a beautiful place, Giovanna. And an even more beautiful dream.
You're not telling me the whole story. Come on, spill it. Where are your folks now?
They're dead.
Ah. Sorry to hear that. But I know how you feel.
I sincerely doubt that.
Really? I was closer to Alfonso than anyone. Then this city took him. You might run things down here in the hole, but you don't have a monopoly on grief, all right? Maybe I pushed it too far, but the easy, aloof expression Tiana wears like a favorite coat suddenly disappears, and her voice blooms with genuine warmth. She places a hand over mine.
I am sorry, Giovanna. That's terrible. And you are right. It doesn't matter who does the taking. Some gutter rat bastard desperate for a meal, or some suit-wearing demon from the Heights who never even knew your mother's name. All that matters is what they took away.
The Heights? What do you mean?
Nothing. Forget I said anything. Just be careful. The higher up you go in this city, the less air there is to breathe.
Right.
Happy hunting.
Miss, thank you.
me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Smoke and shadows fill a room of maps, radios, and pneumatic tubes. But in the jumble of business, everything still points to a single figure coolly leaning against the far wall.
You wanted to know who my sponsor is? Gia, I'd like to introduce you to the underground.
The figure steps forward, tall and confident, his voice pouring through the haze like a steady stream of olive oil from a broken cask.
Name's Apollo Diamond. And darling, we have a lot to talk about.
In the comics, the cops always have photos of the dastardly perps they're chasing pinned to a corkboard. Here, the hunters aren't lawmen, and the targets aren't slab-jawed gangsters with names like Jimmy the Shark. They're the actual barons of our own city. Radio consoles sporting complex buttons, dials, and wires indicate the underground spent some serious coin on communications. Makes sense a secret rebel faction would have lines of clandestine contact throughout the city.
You've been a very busy little bee, and we've been paying close attention. Your little rendezvous with the madrigals, for instance. Personally, I wouldn't have let any of those cockroaches leave that warehouse alive. You may come to regret that choice.
What? You been keeping tabs on me?
There's White Street's quartermaster, of course. Walking free, thanks to you. We can manage him, but nobody in this city is innocent, sweetheart. You'd better learn that.
Chris, you've been telling this guy everything, haven't you?
Miss Carter told us how you saved this Needles fellow at the General's Gala. Friends stick together. We appreciate that kind of loyalty.
Right. Well, pleasure's mine and all that, but just so you know, I don't like being watched.
Oh, comes with the job. You already know my associate, old Iron Hand here.
Nice to see you again. I'm glad you and Cressa are both safe.
Sam Lowe seems more tense than when I first met him, as though standing next to a movie star makes him uncomfortable. Or maybe it's something entirely different. No, it goes deeper than that. It's in the lines of their bodies, the energy they project into this cramped space. These men are like oil and water, fundamentally opposed. Diamond fidgets like a caged animal. Lowe is rooted to the spot like a load-bearing beam. These two are a powder keg. All they need is a spark.
Glad you could make it, Gia. You didn't have to help Maria and Alex, but you did. The money they offered you went to their memorial plaque. They'll rest easier thanks to you. I know it.
I squirm in discomfort at the mention of the recently departed Aetheniers. I don't like it when things get too personal. Iron Hand is oblivious, steaming on ahead like a freight train.
The Free Home welcomed back all its lost children thanks to you. We owe you a debt, and we'll find a way to pay it.
I don't know what to say. Who would?
I remember our last conversation at Arkstad. We only just met, but you threw your lot in with me without hesitation. We need more people with that kind of dedication.
Okay, so you're a political group or something. I assume you didn't invite me to your secret hideout for a round of cribbage.
Oh, you assume correctly, sweetheart. And you'd better hope this little chat goes well.
Apollo, come on. I told you, she's legit.
I believe you, Cress. As does Apollo, or he wouldn't have come. However, before we move forward, there are things we must first discuss.
You killed the General. That's a good start. Wins you some points with this crowd.
That crazy bastard got himself killed. I had nothing to do with it.
Nothing. There's plenty of evidence to the contrary, I'm afraid. Eyewitnesses, first-hand accounts, even debris we can trace back to your vehicle.
Oh, that's right. 8-shot. You're a killer. Don't try to deny it.
The retort is curled and ready to pounce from behind my teeth. but I see the hard set of their faces, and I decide to keep it caged. For now.
Well, regardless, Tillingast was just the beginning. We've got bigger fish to fry.
With a showman's grace, Apollo gestures to a map of the barony called Dreamland, where a photograph of an elegant, sharp-eyed elderly woman is pinned. Her face is framed by newspaper cutouts and tabloid headlines.
I take it you are familiar with Marm Weiss?
Sure, I've heard of her.
Good. But you may not be aware of the full extent of what she's up to. Dreamland's a den of vice, and she's its baron. She's supported by her hand-picked squad of elite, highly trained lieutenants called the Does, and she's aggressively expanding her territory.
Huh, that's putting it mildly. She's gobbling up every bit of floating real estate she can, and damn anyone who's rude enough to live there already. She's destroying lives. We can't look the other way any longer.
Terrific. And what does any of this have to do with me, exactly?
Oh, don't play coy, darling. You're going to help us take her down.
You got a crystal ball hidden in that jacket somewhere?
Pardon me?
Seeing as you know what I'm going to do before I do it, mind telling me why I'm helping you, Mr. Mysterio? Maybe he's used to trying on different emotions like hats off a rack, because the matinee idol's expression slides without friction into barely controlled rage.
As a matter of fact...
Iron Hand senses this change in temperature and extends an arm to restrain his partner's sudden surge of passion.
We'll pay, of course. We know your services don't come free.
Damn right they don't. Who's funding this little rebellion of yours anyway? How do I know you'll make good?
I've got more money than you've ever seen in your life, sweetheart. And I'm using it to fix this broken city. I'm helping people. What are you doing?
I'll tell you what I'm not doing. I'm not a hypocrite rich kid playing dress-up in a little rebel costume while I wine and dine with the rich and famous. The angry flush in Apollo's cheeks bleeds into something more like excitement. I realize he's enjoying this.
You've got me dead to rights, darling.
Gia, I've seen what you can do. We already have someone on the inside in Marm's camp, but we need your help. Plenty in it for you, too.
It's ridiculous. Who do these jokers think they are? I'm no joiner. But Cress is right. My rep needs a boost, and I need money. Not for the first time, I throw away rational thought like a pair of loaded dice and go all in. Ah, hell. Fine. I'm charging double my usual rate, though.
Excellent. I knew we could count on you.
Cress's smile is so small, I doubt anyone else can see it, but it shines like a speck of gold in a fast-moving creek. Fool that I am, I start to think I made the right choice. I swing open the door, revealing a frazzled-looking Nellie, hair and glasses askew. She spots me and her shoulders drop with exaggerated relief.
Gia! There you are. Took me ages to find you. I wanted to...
There's an awkward pin-drop silence as she realizes the room is full of strangers, all staring at her. Her eyes collect new data points from all over the room, including the Baron hit list on the wall.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Eleanor Reinhardt. Nellie's fine.
How the hell did you find this place?
You're Apollo Diamond. I love your movies.
Yes, what a pleasure. Sam, we need to have a chat about security.
Gia, he's a movie star. What's a movie star doing here?
How'd you find me?
Simple. I reasoned you'd be with Cress. Hi, Cress. I've seen you visit this lighthouse often. At first, my working hypothesis was this was a hideaway of sorts. But when I started seeing others headed in and out as well, people I didn't recognize, I realized it had to be.
Okay, I get it. You're pretty observant, huh?
Thank you.
Some might even say nosy.
Well, I didn't mean to.
Too late now, Principessa. Cat's out of the bag. No getting around it now, I guess. Nellie, this is Apollo Diamond. Apollo, Dr. Eleanor Reinhardt. Nellie flushes pinker than grapefruit juice. The kids stared down assassins, gangsters, scrappers, and everything else the lowers could throw at her. But faced with her favorite matinee idol, she's turned to jelly.
Nellie's fine.
Charmed, darling. You'll excuse me if we skip the autograph for now, Randazzo, is she trustworthy?
Probably more than I am. You going to toss her out?
Gia, what's going on?
I look to Diamond and he just throws up his hands, accepting fate. I take a moment to quietly catch her up on the situation. It's a lot of information to absorb all at once, but she soaks it up like an eager sponge. I'm sure it helps that she overheard half of it through the door. Kid, what are you doing here?
If I may be so bold, I'm a little concerned you all think some Baron is the most pressing problem facing us right now. In a matter of weeks, the well is going to devour the lowers, and then none of that will matter.
This pronouncement hits the room with clanging dissonance, as incongruous with the existing mood as a sidewalk smooch interrupted by a panhandler shrieking about little green men on Mars. Sam Lowe, the soft-hearted altruist, indulges her.
Is it now? And how do you know that?
She knows her stuff, boss. She's got Heights education. If we...
This is all quite fascinating, but I think we can save the science lecture for another time.
No, we can't! Which part of this are you struggling to understand? We need to do something about the well immediately!
Come on, let the kid talk. She knows more about this stuff than all of us put together.
Thank you, Gia.
Listen, I'm sorry, but our resources are committed elsewhere. I'm sure you're right about the well, dear, but right now, the Barons are the biggest threat to this city.
Fine. If you won't believe me, then I'll show you.
Nellie begins gathering items strewn across the table and narrating her thoughts, as though the hideout is a classroom and she's presenting an impromptu lecture. She places the flotsam onto the map in the center of the table.
This is the well, all right? And this can represent an island, and another, the lowers.
Despite the sudden oddness of this disruption, everyone is listening attentively. Little Nellie, or more accurately, Dr. Reinhardt, is in her element.
We all know the well is a concentration of gravity. This here is what you're used to. But it won't stay like this. My projections show the well rapidly increasing in size, and therefore, increasing in power.
All right then, I'll bite. What does that mean?
The kid's eyes flash to me as she realizes her science speak isn't getting through to this audience. Maybe I can help. You're on a roll, kid. Don't stop now. The others glance between us, but I hold her stare. Her face brightens, and she seems to take on renewed energy, like a sunflower soaking up summer rays. Nellie grabs the edges of the map, lifting them a few inches off the tabletop. The items representing our city's floating islands remain in place.
As the well increases in intensity, its pull on everything nearby will also increase. A few days from now, it might be like this. A month from now.
She hoists the edges of the map above her head, and the islands tumble violently towards the fold in the center, crashing together and breaking. The ember of a half-smoked cigar catches on the paper, and a line of ominous smoke bleeds upward from the shattered debris.
You see? It's only getting worse. And if we don't act now, the well will destroy the lowers.
How can you know this for sure?
The mathematics are consistent, and the results are unequivocal. Over and over again, my models show the well destroying the lowers in a matter of weeks.
I hope you're wrong, kid. But I don't think you are. There's a pause, and then Apollo motions silently for Sam to join him. They confer in hushed voices. The kid's demonstration was harsh, but clear. And when the rebels turn back to us, it's obvious they know it too.
If you're right about this, then we can't let this lie.
All right. Say we throw out our plans and refocus everything on the word of this little jumped-up college kid. The whale's the thing, sure. What exactly are we supposed to do about it?
I'm so glad you asked. I've got just the solution. I've drawn up a blueprint for a dynamic Aether inertia subversion emitter, or DAISY for short. She'll fix the well.
Oh, wonderful. And this has all been an incredible waste of time. Thank you so much, darling. Now we have barons to deal with. Off to work with you. Chop chop.
Oh, I can't construct her yet. I'm missing an Aether core. A Bronson 6X-340 to be exact.
Yeah. Let me check my parts bin real quick. You think you can find Aether cores just lying around? Or some Aethernea stupid enough to crash their own island for a payday they'd never even see?
Sorry, run that name by me one more time.
Cute, isn't it? I tried out a few others, like Clara, short for Centripetal Lift Actuator Resonance Array, and Mouse, Mass Offset Unit for Singularity Elimination, but she just really seems like a daisy to me.
Okay, if you say so. Cress, take it easy.
You know what she's asking is crazy, Gia. Aether cores are what keep entire islands floating. Even if you can find one.
It'll cost a pretty penny, I know. Millions of pretty pennies. Just give the kid some air, all right? Cress throttles down, crossing her arms and raising a skeptical eyebrow.
Apollo, what do you think? Is there anyone in our network?
Oh, there's Hi-Hat Abernathy, but he's unreliable. The mistress would have been preferable, but she's dead. I suppose there's always Killmeyer.
Oh dear.
Who's that?
A power broker based in Little Germany. A baron, until Marm took everything from him. Deadly as a tiger, with some of the most powerful connections in the city. But he might just be the only person who can get his hands on an Aether core.
So, who's going to ask him?
Oh, and we have a volunteer. Thank you so much, Gia darling.
Hang on a second.
You'll meet with him and arrange a deal. He'll be putty in your hands, I'm sure of it.
Listen, I'm nobody's errand girl. We need to set terms.
All right, then, here they are. Get it done, and we'll pay you better than any smuggling job you've ever had. Good enough?
I want to hit him with a sharp retort. Nobody tells me what to do, least of all this candy apple jerk. But we both know he's right, and the rest is just air. I decide not to waste any more of it. Yeah, good enough.
In the meantime, we'll reach out to our mole in Dreamland and gauge the situation there.
Well, that makes 2 new recruits in one day. We've had worse. Welcome to the underground, Gia. Nellie. We're going to do great things together.
With that, he turns his attention back to his work. We stand there, fresh fodder for the cannons, dismissed without a word. I shake away my uncertainty and pull Nellie aside. Hey, I enjoyed your little demonstration. Can we talk?
Thank you. A bit crude, but I think it served it. Yes, sure. Come by the lab when you're ready.
Back already, huh?
Hear anything from White Street? Her eyes listlessly follow a mote of dust, thoughts lost to a barony miles away.
Whitecaps didn't get into the free home. Poppers held them off until Eli died. Now, they're too busy fighting over that bloody throne to care about getting into a scrap with a bunch of rats. Even the quartermaster's happy turning a blind eye to us. Supply situation hasn't improved much, but at least he'll let the Aetherners do what we need to, if we aren't obvious about it.
Can't imagine it's easy for anyone over there right now.
No.
How are you doing, Cress?
Exactly how long are you planning on mother-henning me?
That depends. Is there anything I gotta worry about?
Well, Nosy, since you asked, I'm doing better. I can hold a wrench, and I'm focused enough to keep my eyes on the road. Helps we got bigger things to worry about than Eli, thanks to you and your client putting a spotlight on the well. Drive safe.
Make it snappy, would you?
What kind of outfit am I joining here exactly?
Could you be more specific, please?
Come on, Hollywood. No offense, but you're a phony. Is this a real deal or just another dog and pony show to you? I'll give him credit. He takes my jab like a champ, swaying only slightly at my sudden rudeness. His smile is nicely composed, but when he answers, there's fire in his voice.
Oh, it's very real, Gia, darling. To me and to everyone here. Someday I'll take you to dinner and tell you all about it.
Only if you're paying.
It's a deal.
Why me, huh?
I'm sorry.
Why throw in your lot with me? You don't even know me, pal. I could turn tail and rat you out the moment I walk out that door.
Are you going to?
I stare at him, trying to see past the well-moisturized facade into the beating heart beneath. He's doing the same to me. After a tense string of moments, our locked horns finally separate, and he smiles.
Didn't think so, darling.
Isn't there someplace else we could find an Aether core for the kid?
Not that I'm aware of. If the problem's as urgent as she claims, we don't have time to root around anyhow.
How would Killmeyer have gotten his hands on one?
You know what they say, sweetheart? Hows and whys are just tears and sighs. Let the worrywart sweat over that. You and I are more about action. Am I right?
You're not wrong.
Till next time.
Hello, Gia.
What can you tell me about the underground?
Not much you couldn't figure out for yourself, I'm sure. It's a fledgling organization, but a crucial one. If nothing else, it works as leverage for my more, formal negotiations.
Can't be cheap.
Well, funding isn't the issue. Security is. Especially after today.
Don't worry about the little doctor. She's one of the good ones.
If she's with you, then I'm sure she is.
Why are you trusting me, Sam?
Cressa's vote counts for a lot with me. And I saw how you handled our people at the tomb. Nobody sticks their neck out like that in the lowers. Not unless there's profit in it.
You think I'm only in it for the money?
You tell me, young lady.
His gaze isn't accusing. It's patient and kind, like a leathery old tortoise's. He doesn't need to tell me there's more to gain than money. I can read that, and a lot more from his eyes alone. We'll see. Are you sure Killmeyer is our only option for this Aether core?
He's an unpleasant fellow, difficult to negotiate with, and easily distracted. But we play the hand we're dealt. I do believe he'll have the access we need.
You've had to negotiate with him before?
Briefly. We were trying to stem his overuse of terriers. The talks did not go well. Well, the Undercity League is no longer welcome. But I do still get word from the Aethenians on occasion.
And?
Not much has changed, I'm afraid. Good luck out there.
Nellie seems to be applying her vast know-how in the construction of some kind of Aether-powered gizmo. I recognize some parts salvaged from Cressa's garage, but some pieces and the ultimate function of the thing are alien to me. The kid keeps a glass jar close at hand, half full of sweets. I'm sure she won't mind if I sneak one. Nellie's chalkboard is crammed to the edges with physics equations and calculations and all sorts of mathematical junk I can't begin to parse. Not even fresh brewed coffee's enough to cut through the scent of decades-old mulch.
Hi, Gia.
Hey, that was quite the demonstration you put on in there. How come you didn't tell me you'd found a solution for the well?
I came running in to do just that, silly. Thankfully, we're all up to speed now. I've had a major breakthrough after studying the red Aether weaponry we acquired in White Street.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
With some effort, it can be harnessed and controlled as purple Aether, or as I like to call it, harmonic Aether. Isn't that exciting?
How does that work exactly?
Well, as you know, Aether-derived artificial gravity can be created and focused using electromagneto-gravitational fields by channeling Aether mist through specialized lattices. But by manipulating the resonance of those fields, it's possible to excite Aether molecules into a variety of interesting states. With me so far?
I think so. Keep talking.
Great! In its naturally occurring, energetically stable form, Aether glows blue. That's the Cherenkov effect, of course. But by tightly focusing the resonance of a blue Aether field, its energetic potential increases almost exponentially, at which point it glows red. However, in this highly energetic state, Aether is also highly unstable. The energy output is terrific, but with increased power comes increased likelihood of catastrophic system collapse. This is why red Aether is so dangerous. It's potent, yes, but there's no way to guarantee it won't release all its energy at once, at any moment. Which means... Kaboom! But, as I said, I believe I found a specific resonant frequency we can use to stabilize red Aether while it's still maximizing its energy potential. And, as a bonus, the photons moving through at that specific frequency produce a lovely deep indigo color. Quite pretty.
Wow. Okay then. I'm becoming strangely familiar with the feeling of admiration I get talking to this kid. She's more than smart. She's a damn prodigy. How did you do this so fast?
To be honest, many of the initial advancements were made at Olympus Park by my mentors and colleagues. The issue was always heat dispersal, but I think I found a way around that. It was quite simple, actually.
So what you're saying is...
I'm the best there is. Not to brag or anything.
Okay, sure. What exactly does that mean for us?
It means that red Aether is quite unsafe, but also has huge potential for amazing practical applications. With the correct modifications, we can enjoy the benefit of its enhanced power without its dangerous instability.
Nellie indicates a tangle of steel and wires glowing from within with a warm violet tone. After a moment, I recognize it as part of General Eli's war weaponry.
I was able to convert the General's red Aether weapon into a stable beam emitter. See? Harmonic Aether.
I'll say it, Doc. I'm impressed. This is really safe for me to use?
Oh, certainly. And this is just the beginning. The more you can salvage, the more experimentation I'll be able to do in my free time.
Thanks, Nellie. This is great work.
You're so very welcome. But if you really want to thank me, I'd like to come along to meet this Killmeyer person.
Nuh-uh. He may have had his wings clipped when Marm took over his barony, but he's still got claws, and he keeps them sharp. You don't...
I can handle myself, you know.
I know you can, kid. But he's the type to slit your throat as soon as look at you. And you're too valuable to put at risk right now. Answer's no.
Come on, I insist. Can you distinguish an Aether core from a venting filter? You'll need my expertise, or else he might swindle you.
You are the expert, and he is a swindler. Guess I can't argue with that.
Excellent. Oh, it'll be fun.
Of course it will. See you soon.
Miss Randazzo, rough skies today.
What else is new, huh? Listen, I need a ride to Klein Deutschland.
Killmeyer's turf? A rabid dog on his best days. And now he's cornered, foaming at the mouth. Why would you ever want to go there?
I've heard of the guy, but haven't met him. Have you?
Once, years back. Hired my tug for a week. Some kind of German festival or some such.
Oktoberfest?
Gesundheit. Anyways, he was a baron back then. Not so much anymore. Now that that old Dreamland ducky's got her claws in him.
Interesting. What was your impression of him?
Big man. Big appetites. Not a feller used to hearing folks say no.
A lot of rumors about him. I heard he's into all sorts of skullduggery.
Then you heard right, girl. He's got eyes all over the city.
But if his territory's been taken over by Marm, he can't be that dangerous anymore, can he?
It's the wounded animal what bites the hardest.
You ought to stay away from him if you want to stay upright.
Not much chance of that, I'm afraid.
Well, then take this. No use for it myself. Might be you can butter him up a bit.
Frog hands me an antique compass, stamped with a German manufacturer's label. Despite its age, I can see my reflection in its clear, burnished brass. Okay, let's go.
All aboard, then?
What do you need?
Hear anything from White Street? You can't imagine.
No. See you soon.
Well, well.
White Street's tearing itself apart right now. Must be cleaning up nicely from it.
Yes. They're in need of guns, food, safety. Things I'm able and willing to provide. And they'll continue to receive it for a fair price.
Exactly how long were you planning for this?
You planned for a storm cloud, no? White Street's been ready to burst for years. If Eli did not give it the final push, something else would.
She exhales a puff of smoke.
How is Cress?
She could be doing better. She lost a lot of people in White Street.
Eli is dead. I can think of no better consolation. Happy hunting.
We're here. The Spritzenhaus Beer Hall. New York's own little slice of Bavarian cheese, and Killmeyer's personal haunt. Little Germany's a veritable forest of no-good varmints, and he's the biggest one with the sharpest claws. I should step carefully. Got no interest in getting scratched.
I've heard they have soft pretzels. I can't wait to try one.
We talked about this. You're staying put.
Okay. You're right. I'll just listen to my radio shows. Don't be long.
Nellie switches on the radio and tunes the dial to some torrid-sounding drama. I didn't even realize we had an AM transmitter in this heap. The bartender here at Spritzenhaus serves up more than a stiff drink. If it's guns and it's stolen, he's the man to see. There's no better place to pick up a little contingency plan for a run gone sideways.
He serves the shots, and I am not talking schnapps.
Show me what you've got.
Prost!
A pair of patrons stare each other down over a pile of cash. I pull up a chair and place my billfold on the table to show them I'm flush. I watch as their greedy eyes fix on the money. Can 3 play at this game? The other players nod their assent, and a moment later I flag down a hostess for a drink. The competition is fierce, but too fixated on the money to play their cards right. Thanks for playing, boys. I appreciate your contribution to my retirement fund. Killmeyer nods absently at the musicians, who take his cue and finish their polka with a relieved flourish. I approach the stage. Up close, their lederhosen might be even louder than their instruments. Guten Tag, gents. You don't happen to know the fellow up there, do you? I nod in Killmeyer's direction, and their flushed faces turn suddenly pale. The tuba player leans down to me, anxiously holding on to a pleasant smile.
Yeah, that's Killmeyer. Everyone knows him.
Not me. Feel like giving a girl an introduction?
Sorry, madam. We're just here to play. We don't want any trouble.
He wipes a kerchief across his brow, and his trembling hand suggests it's not the music making or the stifling heat making him perspire. I spy the corner of a well-worn photograph. A little fat-cheeked boy peeking out of his side pocket. That your son? Hope so. It'd be a bit strange to pocket a photo of someone else's kid.
Yes.
Let me guess. His safety, his future. It's all at the whim of the big man upstairs, and how well you dance to his tune. Or play, I guess.
How did you...
Not my first rodeo, pal. You got those in Germany? Never mind. Thanks. Let me guess.
How did you...
Not my first rodeo, pal. All right, then. Enjoy your evening. The place is a riot of music, laughter, and German conviviality. Spilled beer makes a flytrap of the floor. Rusting suits of armor guard the perimeter, and the air stinks of sweat and smoked meat. Balthazar Kilmeyer's a great bear of a man, with scars and fine silk stretched over his overfed frame. He affects a kingly air, adorned with gold from the gaudy rings screwed onto his sausage fingers to the schoolboy curls plastered to his skull. Herr Kilmeyer, can I have a word?
Aha! A word, a drink, a bite of sausage. It's all yours for the taking, meine Schatzi. I don't believe we've met. Dieter, bring her a beer.
No thanks. I'm here to talk business.
I make it a point to only do business with people I know. And we've only just met, my dear. Please. I insist.
One of his cronies appears with a glass beer mug as tall as my boot. Foam sloshes out as he pushes it into my hands. At the same moment, I feel a pinch as the goon next to me points a switchblade at my ribs. A test, then. My animal hindbrain kicks in, and I instinctively grab at the goon's knife before sluggish human logic can catch up. I snatch the switchblade and spin it between my fingers. In a flash, it's pressed to the goon's throat, and his friends leap up and reach for their own heat.
Impressive! Come now, boys, put your weapons away.
A casual flick of Kilmeyer's hand sends the staff into a frenzy as they clear a table for him downstairs. He settles his great bulk onto the groaning, protesting bench, and gestures magnanimously for me to sit across from him.
Now then, what is your name, Liebling?
Gia Randazzo.
Oh, you are an impressive young woman, Miss Randazzo. Why don't you stay with us for a while, and we'll get to know each other more intimately?
He runs his tongue over his lips, a pig slavering at the trough. Sweat glistens on his forehead. His goons loom like vultures. Suddenly, I feel like vomiting. Not a chance. My only interest in you is what you can get for me. Tonight, that's an Aether core, a Bronson. His eye twitches involuntarily, and then the beer hall echoes with his booming laughter. I wait, impassive, while he wipes the tears from his ruddy cheeks. Seeing my expression, though, he gapes in disbelief.
You are serious? But this is impossible, Liebling.
I was told nothing's impossible for the great Kilmeyer. What's one little Aether core to the Baron of Klein Deutschland?
Ah, as susceptible as I am to flattery, I am also not a fool. It is true. I can get anything I want, but nothing comes free. And what you are asking, it carries a high price indeed.
Of course. Name it.
Straight to it, eh? Very well then. 100,000.
I'm afraid that's not going to work for me.
Oh? And why not?
Who do I look like, Apollo Diamond? Come on, be reasonable.
I think I have been more than reasonable with you, Schatzi. These are my terms. Take them or leave them.
Let me ask you, how well do you know Mar Magdalene? The air pressure drops around us, squeezing Kilmeyer's goons into their collars. I can practically feel my ears pop.
You are new to Klein Deutschland, Liebling, so I will excuse your mistake. We do not speak of Frau Reis here. except to curse her name.
Ah, I see. Must be tough having your barony stolen out from under you. I get why you'd be sore. I'm pushing my luck. The fat man draws in breath and expands, like the next thing out of his mouth won't be words, but a jet of flame.
I caution you, Fraulein. You amuse me, but my patience has limits. Understand this. I will have my barony back from that elderly witch, and if you speak of her again in my presence, they will be your last words.
Okay, take it easy. I get the picture. I'll drop it. What's my guarantee you can source the part I need?
You are a cosmopolitan woman. You must know there are no guarantees in life, but perhaps it will soothe you to know I have many contacts in the free homes here who have access to such things. If you have the money, I will find your trinket.
That's it?
Not enough for you, eh? All I can offer is my word.
That's what's making me queasy. You didn't even ask for details. That tells me one of two things. Either you really can get anything, or you're full of it. So which is it? My vision becomes a silver screen vignette, tightening in until all I can see is his gold-capped grin stretching across his wide, pallid face.
Business is the art of trust, would you not agree? We shall have to trust one another.
Yeah, I suppose we will. Fine. You got a deal.
Excellent. Give me some time to find your little trinket. In the meanwhile, you are free to enjoy the accommodations here. On the house.
Thanks. And just so you know, I'll have an expert verify the part's legit before you see a single dime from me.
I would be disappointed if you didn't, my dear.
Thanks for your time. I've got to go.
Ah, shame. I shall count the minutes until our next meeting. Auf Wiedersehen, my dear.
The air outside, thick with pollution and city grime, is still a welcome relief after the stifling choke of Spritzenhaus. The feeling passes quickly as I notice my ride is empty. Not a physicist in sight.
Nellie? What the hell?
The radio's still playing, but the kid's nowhere to be seen. Instead, all that's left is a scrap of paper on her seat. Nellie's note is cryptic, written in a frantic hand. I can barely make out the details. Something about hearing an urgent message on the radio and heading to Ellis Island. Damn it. That kid will be the death of me. I'm like a filly wearing blinders as I gallop towards Ellis Island, which is why I don't see Dufresne's night black ride until it's right up alongside me. He's looking distinctly worse for wear, if no less grimly determined.
Found you.
Ugh, you again? Leave me alone, you drip.
You went and bruised my pride back in White Street. Afraid it's personal now.
I thought you were just after the kid.
Oh, I am. I'll find her and bring her home. You can tell me where she is now, like a good girl. Or I can dig it out from under your fingernails.
You'll have to run me off the road first.
Suit yourself.
These roads are falling apart.
My insurance don't cover this kind of monkey business.
Today you got lucky. Something else needs my attention. Besides, no sense killing you in such a public setting. We'll meet again, smuggler.
You better hope we don't. Okay, where's Nellie? I suppose the main building would be the first place to look. Ellis Island's immigration hub, where the American dream supposedly begins. A lot of huddled masses. Not a lot of breathing free these days, though. A shattered concrete base and a broken heel is all that's left of the Statue of Liberty. She fell into the well years back, and nobody's seen her since. Something about it reminds me of a poem I've probably forgotten. Passenger liners shuttle people in from all over the world, and smaller ferries escort them to their new homes in the city's baronies. Above the bustling hum of the ferry, I hear the distinctive ringing of a bluebell, making his rounds to collect fares. They're a common enough sight,
but I never did get used to seeing children doing shift work. He approaches me with a smile.
Hello, miss. There's a nickel, please.
What's the deal with you bluebells anyway?
Well, we wear blue, and we ring these little bells to signal departure. Or make announcements to passengers like yourself.
Yeah, I got that. But how come you're all kids?
Couldn't say, miss. It's a good job, and I'm lucky to have it.
And what do your parents have to say about it?
Not much, miss. Seeing as they aren't around anymore. Will there be anything else?
What's the latest at Ellis Island?
You didn't hear it from me, but the hubbub is there's some disagreement between the Bengali League and the Dresden Coalition. They're both fighting for space at the docks on account of the war.
The Dresden Coalition? How's a kid like you know so much anyway?
Part of the job, miss. Spoke to a fellow from Calcutta the other day. Some kind of delegate, I think. He seemed real sore about the whole thing. I said to him, we got space here for everyone.
And what did he say?
He said this is supposed to be the land of opportunity, but some folk get more opportunity than others.
You think that's true?
I reckon he's right, miss. But I do believe New York can be a home to anyone.
I believe you're right, kid. What's the state of things in the city right now?
Everyone's talking about White Street, even up in the Heights. It's been a long time since someone took down a baron in broad daylight.
Did they say who did it?
I'm not one to spread rumors, miss.
It's okay, you can trust me. What's the word about the perpetrator?
Well, they say 8-Shot Rendazzo did it. She is the most vicious killer in all the lowers. I met some folks who canceled their trip to Randall's and Ward's on account of being so scared they run into her.
She sounds real dangerous. But you don't believe every rumor you hear, do you?
You think she's innocent?
You know how people talk. Maybe she was in the wrong place at the wrong time. What if she's actually a good person?
I don't know, miss. Seems to me you have to make quite a few mistakes to end up in that situation in the first place.
I think you've got her number, kid. I hand the kid a nickel, which he deposits smoothly in the barreled coin collector at his waist.
Much obliged, miss.
See ya, kid.
Have a nice day.
The building's stained glass fresco bathes the cavernous space in multicolored light, sprinkling a surreal, numinous calm atop the human tumult. The immigration officers are doing their best to keep things civil amongst the din, but they look like they haven't had a break in hours. A few haven't even had a chance to shave. Banners representing some of the city's baronies hang like advertisements on a marquee, selling hope and prosperity to desperate newcomers. Too bad for them, it's all snake oil. One family in particular seemed to be half asleep on their feet. Seeing the hardship of their journey, I'm suddenly a little girl again, standing just where they are, feeling just as tired, and just as scared. Anything Customs raises their eyebrows at ends up here. I peer inside the crack of the door and notice the alarm wire, rigged to detect entry. I slide a knife into the gap and run it down toward the jam. The sharp edge slices the wire neatly in two, and I gently pry open the latch. A second later, I'm inside. Well, what have we here? Lying on top of a stack of conspicuously forged documents sits a shiny chrome pistol. I slide it under my coat and slip back into the foyer before anyone's the wiser. Scanning the crowd, I finally pick out the shine of Nellie's distinctive platinum blonde hair. She's talking to a middle-aged man I don't know. I make sure to keep her in eyeshot and keep my temper in check as I make my way downstairs towards them. Pardon the interruption, but what the hell, Nellie? Nellie spins, her expression betraying genuine shock at my sudden appearance. She's keyed up with emotion, her neck flushed, and her words spill out faster than she can control them.
Gia, why are you... Oh, Gia, this is Professor Alistair Gardner. I can't believe it. I thought he was dead.
As did I, my dear. When I woke up, bruised and bloody, and you were nowhere to be found. But we're together again, and that's what matters.
I know. Gia, isn't it wonderful?
Oh, hello, Miss Randazzo. I've heard so much about you already.
Nice to meet you. Heard a lot about you, too.
Indeed, it was a pleasure meeting you. Now, Eleanor, don't you think we ought to...
It was extraordinary, Gia. He wrote in the radio show and left a secret message just for me. Between segments, they read personal advertisements. You see, the professor didn't use names, but I knew immediately it was him. I'm sorry I had to leave so quickly.
As she babbles, I cast an eye over her companion. He seems pleasant, if a bit fidgety, like he's impatient or something. What's going on here exactly? I heard about the attack at the Institute. Surprised anyone made it out.
So am I. A terrible, terrible tragedy.
But we're still here, and we're together again.
We certainly are, my dear.
The scholar seems reluctant to share more details about the attack. I suppose it's understandable. Who'd want to relive that? Clutched in his hand, I can see a pair of ferry tickets. They're close enough for me to read the words Olympus Gates stamped across the top. That's the entrance to the Heights, and those ferries aren't cheap. Gardner clocks me eyeing the tickets in his hand and smoothly pockets them. Going somewhere?
Well, of course! We've got to get back to Olympus Park. There's so much to do.
Indeed, my dear. And if we want to make our ferry, we better get going.
Wait a second. Nellie, you can't just leave.
But Professor Gardner...
You have to fix the well. And I just ran into our old friend Dufresne. Did you know he's still looking for you? You can't go back to the Heights. It's not safe. Nellie seems pulled in opposite directions, like she's stuck between magnets, her mind rapidly computing the factors separating her new life in the lowers and her old mentor who's suddenly back in the flesh.
Professor, Gia is right. I'm being foolish. I have to stay and fix the well.
I don't think these tickets are refundable, but if you think that's what's best, I know enough by now not to try and stop you.
All right then. I'll stay and finish my work. We've got a well to fix.
I wish you the best of luck. Please contact me if you need my help.
Professor, don't be ridiculous. You're coming to stay with us at the hole, isn't he, Gia?
Oh no, I couldn't. I won't impose myself like that. Don't give it another thought.
I'm getting awfully sick of people not listening to me. You're coming to stay with us, and that's final.
Gardner looks to me, shrugging helplessly. I've spent enough time with Eleanor Reinhardt to know exactly how he feels. We share a small half-smile. Hell, always room for one more. I'm headed there now anyways. We have lots to talk about.
Woo!
Welcome to the hole, Professor. It isn't much, but it's home.
How quaint.
We'll find you somewhere to stay. Oh, and just wait until you see my lab. Wait, I've got to clean up.
Thank you again, Miss Randazzo. I'm going to get myself situated. I'll see you both very soon.
As he totters off on his cane, the kid turns to me, her eyes sparkling like twin gemstones.
Thank you, Gia. I can't tell you what it means to me to have him back.
Enough to run off on me without a word?
Oh, of course. How thoughtless of me. I'm sorry, Gia. Did you get my note at least? Well, you did find me. I had no choice. I had to go. I thought he was dead. You understand, don't you?
I feel two spiteful wolves circling each other within me. The kid's lucid, pleading stare makes one thing clear. My next words will burrow straight into her heart. I better choose them carefully. Look, I get it. If I had a chance to see my Zio Alfonso again... But kid, you're in it now, understand? You've started something that can't be stopped, and you're the only one at the wheel. I think you have to finish this, but you shouldn't listen to anyone, me included. Decide what you want to do, then do it. Nellie smiles, and my whole world lights up like fireworks.
Thank you, Gia. I really needed to hear that. Especially from you.
I got my moments. Nellie practically sprints off to rejoin her mentor, and I adjust my hat before setting off to visit our resident movie star.
Good day. Take care now.
I'm about to knock on the door when I hear muffled voices on the other side. I lean my ear against the cold wood, snatches of tense conversation fluttering past me like crisp leaves on the wind.
And for the birthday bash, if there's enough money...
Need help now. How many more islands before...
Understand that, but if we...
Not good enough. I'm alone out here.
Oh, damn it, Sam. Tell her.
The divide between the two erstwhile leaders of the underground seems to be widening. I'm no politician, but it seems to me they're in dire need of unity in their ranks if they don't want this campaign to fall apart before the votes are counted. I give the door a few sharp knocks. Apollo's face and his expensive aftershave are there to greet me when it opens. He ushers me in.
Sophie's agitated. You heard her, Sam. The situation is becoming more unstable, and Mom's birthday is only days away. We have to move.
Sophie?
Sophie Seltzer, leader of the Does and our mole in Dreamland. Sharp as a switchblade, but thankfully she's with us. And she needs my help dealing with Mom now.
Look, I agree, Mom is a loose bolt who wants tightening. The Aetherians are the only thing holding that monstrosity up in the sky. And I can't say the labor talks are going great. But you saw the girls' demonstration. We can't ignore the well.
You know what I can't ignore? The pledge you and I made. You remember, don't you? The strong, the weak, the worthy, the meek, etc.
Should I come back later? Apollo and Sam deflate, letting their hackles down like a pair of chastised dogs.
Sorry, Gia. We tend to get carried away. How'd the meet with Killmeyer go?
I want to know more about this Sophie of yours.
Sure. You ever heard of a fellow called Dropper Brody?
You saying she was the one who finally got the drop on him?
Nothing gets by you, darling. Finnegan Drive, the Peony Parade, even the baseball debacle in 33, all Sophie. Every one of the city's sleazy urban legends involves her in one way or another. Suppose that's why I like her so much.
Sounds like she and I are cut from a similar cloth. But how can you trust her?
I'm running a rebel cell, Gia dear. How can I trust anyone? Everything eventually comes down to needs and wants. She wants Mom gone. So do we. For now, that's enough.
I want to know more about this situation with Marm. What's she up to exactly?
She's expanding her territory recklessly and amassing huge wealth for her birthday bash. At a great human cost.
Which is why we have to act quickly.
What do you mean? What human cost?
She's taking over entire islands and grafting them onto Dreamland. Blackmail, extortion, force, nothing's beneath her. We're not sure where she's getting the technology she uses, but whenever she absorbs an island, people die.
What kind of technology is Marm using?
It's far too powerful for simple black market refits. It has to cost a fortune to do what she's doing. Meaning it's specialized. The kind of kit nobody in the lowers has ever seen.
So where's she getting it from then?
Oh, that, Gia darling, is the million-dollar question. And you've got to help us answer it.
The meet with Killmeyer went well, I think. He says he can get the Aether core. But he's asking a king's ransom for it.
Damn. Maybe we ought to just steal it from him.
Killmeyer has connections with people that don't exist, who get supplies from places nobody can find. Marm may have embarrassed him, but that's only made him more dangerous. And we don't have a mole in his camp like we do with Marm.
What he's asking... it's ludicrous. I'm rich, darling, but I'm not that rich.
Are we going to ignore the girl's warning about the well?
People are dying, Sam. We can't just stand by.
So what do we do? Countless more lives will be lost if we don't consider the bigger picture. We need to reprioritize our plans.
I'll say this much for sure, gents. We don't just sit here flapping our gums about it. Apollo looks ready to lash out at me, but at a stern look from Iron Hand, he thinks better of it, and the pair cross their arms in unison. The squabble that had been building like a storm front above our heads dissipates. They fume silently for what feels like an eternity. I mull over their words, and the image of Marm wading through piles of gold, snatching up other baronies like a shark swimming through crowded waters. Then it hits me. Wait a second. You said Marm's loaded, right? Gold, treasure, the works? They nod at me in sync, Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Let's steal it. They stare at me, then at one another, dumbfounded. In an instant, they snap into focus and lean in close as they weigh the risks in hushed, excited tones.
Not as crazy as it sounds, Sam. She might be onto something.
It's robbing Peter to pay Paul, but might be our best shot. Killmeyer's on the alert, but Marm's not. She's distracted. We can use that.
And she can't keep expanding without capital. We'd stop her dead in her tracks.
The girl can fix the well.
And Marm gets a sucker punch where it'll really hurt.
So, are we robbing a casino or what? All three of us burst out laughing, and Apollo embraces Sam as he whoops with excitement. Their passion is infectious, and Apollo's eyes are alight with purpose as he clasps his hands together.
Ha! All right. Here's the plan. 1, I'll hook Gia up with Sophie. They can coordinate and figure out how to access Marm's vault inside the Pandemonium Casino.
2, we stage a distraction, grab the loot, and get out.
And finally, 3, You meet with Killmeyer again and get that Aether core.
Well, what are we just standing around for? Let's get to work.